Good morning, my fellow Sagittarius. I want to tell you I'm a Sagittarius Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. Okay, a little bit of a special reading. I take my time with this one. It'll be a little bit longer than the 10 minutes. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, Sagittarius energy. This week I am doing the heart spread reading for relationships. Okay, and I say for relationships because last week, and go back, and I did I think, important reading. That's the reading for our higher self. Okay, so that's where this is always you, the number one, and the number two card is always the other person, right? Now, in the higher self reading, this is your higher self, and so I try to look at where we're at. It's a spiritual reading, for anyone consider himself a spiritual person, a light worker, healer, anything like that, even just a religious person. So I believe you a religious follow tarot. But this week my intention was straight up love reading. This is more. It is, and it's more. And guys, I think I'm going to talk a little bit. I need some help. I need some input. Please comment if you're sad, you're listening to this. I feel overwhelmed right now. It's not exactly bad. But I like just this morning. I always sit down, start out the morning by looking at my own chart. I memorize every planet in my chart, every aspect. Long ago, but I look at the transits and just see, like Black Moon. I use the oscillating Black Moon Lilith, the H13 in Astro, and it's constantly jumping around. It's dead opposite my sun today. Imagine Black Moon Lilith. It's opposite my sun in natal, so it's also a return, right? But of course, it does bounce around quite a bit. But that's the nature of Lilith, right? That's why Tom Jacobs, the expert. So I go to him for all things Black Moon Lilith, and I don't even look at the fixed Lilith anymore in my chart, or any chart really. I'm pretty tapped into the Sag energy for that reason. So my point is, it's not hard for me to, because I'm trying to do these Astro Tarot readings. In a second, I'll get to astrology, and we'll get to this amazing reading. Jesus Christ, Sag. Bottom of the deck, by the way. Yeah, Magician. I mean, my God. And the deck we're using is the Art Nouveau, Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, by the way. So, I mean, the Magician card, that's what I want to see. I mean, I'm totally hit, I'm in sync with this. You can do anything you need to do, and that's gracias a Dios. Thank you, God, for that. So, for me, I'm really thinking about just going to all Sagittarius readings. I got a lot of other stuff I'm doing. I started a second channel, hashtag My Mexican Expat Life, on YouTube. If you have any interest in moving overseas or travel or Mexico or anything, check it out. The first video, I just started it. I just did my second video. The first one last week was a walkthrough of the casa here in Mexico, where I live with my Mexican girlfriend, Aurora. I get to meet her and see the casa. And, I go over the cost of living for the rent and everything. So what a lot of the people want to see on those channels. So this channel, thank you very much. Now over 1,000 finally. Seems to be picking up speed. I'm going to try to give it more energy. I just haven't had the energy to give. And I hear voices. And they told me almost 1 year ago today, you were shut down for your own good. Do not resist. And I've learned to listen. And I tried to go along with them. And I shut down the channel completely for over a month then last year. And it was the hardest thing I had to do in the world. I was so, the North Node was in my 10th house then. And I was so driven to this channel. I was pouring energy into it. But I listened because my spiritual welfare and development is far more important than any career or any endeavor, in my opinion, right? So I did it. And it's been a little bit of a struggle since. I'm not unhappy. It's everything happens for a reason, guys. So I don't know. I'd love to have somebody say, yeah, go full Sag. Because then I would do a reading every day. It's a little bit longer. I'm going in here, and I'll timestamp this as an introduction. I don't know if somebody wants to skip it. Note to self, timestamp this as introduction. Let me know what you think. So, I don't know. First, to get to astrology, there's so much going on for us right now. And generally, guys, it's a fantastic time personally for us. I mean, the world's on bad. Won't go there. I'm doing some of my readings I'm putting together are on that around the USA Pluto return chart. But it's a weird kind of irony because while the world's on fire, we're on fire, but in a good way. I mean, look here. You've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands and the Empress. These are your three cards here for you. Jesus, guys, I'm feeling it. You know, I see what I'm doing. I really love me. I congratulate myself. Really, I'm like, that's an amazing poem. Oh my God, David, you're on fire. Oh my God, what you just wrote there, that short story was fantastic. Oh my God, that reading was off the hook. And I, if I don't have a lot of people in my life doing it, you know, I'm doing it. I see what I'm doing. I'm feeling the energy come back. Thank God, because it was bad. It was bad. It wasn't exactly the dark night of the soul, but it was just this energy. Like I was, and I could see it in my chart. I was so, and it's really kind of going. It's not going to be till February for me, where it kind of really fully releases. But we've got like a breath of fresh air coming for for this kind of summer. The fall's going to be a shit show. So my advice is, this is kind of, now is the energy to really take advantage of and drive. On the 16th, most of the point for us, we're going to have a all the energy in Aries right now is trine. This is a real ace in the hole for us guys. You've got Jupiter there. It's going to go to 8 degrees and then retrograde, you know, back into Pisces, but and it'll square us again. So it's going to help. That's our guide. That's our planet, right? Our cavalier, right? Lord of Sagittarius. So if anything is I have Mercury and then Mars at 10, so it's hitting those for me. Mercury is this here, and it's firing it up, you know, because Mars just conjuncted there too, right near 5 degrees where my Mercury is a couple of weeks ago. And very soon, then we're going to have Mars hitting the asteroid Charon in a trine to our energy, right at 16 degrees. So particularly if you're from like 20 degrees to 14 degrees or 11 degrees, say, to 20, or even 10 to 21, you're really going to feel this. And this Mars to Charon is, because it's a trine to our energy, that's a punch through with that soul wound. And get a reading if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you do, man, get into your chart, and now it's time to kind of look at things, and it's inspirational for us. We have a lot of going on. This Aries energy is our powerhouse because it always trines us. My girlfriend is Aries. Aries is good for us typically. I don't think you can judge everything by sun sign, but it's by sun signs a perfect match, you know. And by energetically, it's a perfect match. It's where when we get energy in Aries, it's look, the great benefic is Jupiter, and it's our guy, our cavalier, and it's in Aries. You know, this is a punch of time, and particularly again, it goes up to that 8 degrees, and then when it goes to 16 degrees and Mars hit, and just Mars there in general, anywhere in Sagittarius, Mars is blowing through there. I forget exactly when it went in, a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and so it's just this punch. Literally, that's the will, that's the warrior, that's the strength, you know, to get things done. And now it's going to just drive through Charon. And it's so really important. Know what your Charon issue is. You know, I know what mine is. You know, it's at 29 degrees Virgo, and 29 the North Node, and 20 South 29 Pisces. Okay, and it's really highlighted for me. Progressed Charon is on. Saturn's at 25 degrees. It's hitting my Charon and natal at 23 degrees. So huge Charon for me. So I'm driving through it. It's not easy. I mean, I'll tell you, I think I might have been molested as a baby, frankly. Shit's just coming up, and making sense, the issues and body issues. And I'm really focusing on how to actually deal with this and finally and push through all of it, you know. And this is exactly the energy we need to do that. So just Aries alone is like super profound. What else do you got? You've got Neptune is squaring us at 25. It's exactly squaring my sun. And that's challenging, you know. Just Google or YouTube's time to go all into it, what it means if you don't already know to have Neptune square your sun. if your sun is anywhere near 25 degrees, I'd say to 20 degrees to the 29 degrees for sure. And it's slowing down. It's going to retro soon. And that's just really important energy. It's very psychic energy. My dreams are off the hook. I've never had such dreams. I wake up remembering whole words. I know I'm doing work. It's like I remember it. I remember working with a master astrologer, and I woke up, the master astrologer, the last thing she said was talking about Saturn, specifically about Saturn in my sixth house. And she said, honey, listen, if you're not stable by the age of 64 in every way, you're going to be fucked, And I kind of already know this, and I'm working on it. I feel good about it. I have the love of my life, But to have it in a dream and have it so clear, and to wake up with it so clear in my mind, and to remember the exact words, which I usually don't remember words from dreams, So it's not all negative, this Neptune. If you're an empath, if you're a light worker, if you're psychic, I mean, it could be off the hook bringing that energy. It could be a tension, though. So what do you do with squares is you work them, any kind of square, if you have that square. To your AC or moon as a Sag or sun, you work it. So what is that? It's a good time. I don't know. Take a class on developing your intuition, or just bone up on it. Make an effort. Get out your cards. Get out your pendulum. Start doing some palm readings. Whatever it is that you do, work on your astrology. There's a lot of intuition with astrology. I'm constantly getting hits. All the things I see. So then also, even with Saturn, see, that's sextile. So you've got all these juicy trines here hitting with Mars and Jupiter and Aries. And then you've got Saturn, the malefic, and, bringing that limits and restrictions, but it's sextile. Sextile already is 60 degrees, and it's in Aries. It's in Aquarius. It's at 25 too, I believe, right now. And it's retrograding, and so it's going to go back to 18. So anything from 25 to 18. Again, kind of those higher, the second, third decan of Sag, it really hit with a lot of this stuff. I think all of Sag is, but if you're in that last decan, that 20 to 30 degrees, this is our time. This is a breakout time. I keep looking and thinking, because I'm clairaudient, and they're like, breakout, breakout, breakout. That's what I keep hearing, And so it's like, that's why I'm trying to make some moves with the channel. I'm really going in and changing some things. I think I'm going to drop TikTok, because I've been trying to do 10-minute readings. I haven't been able to put a lot of energy. So I do 2 10-minute readings and cover all the signs in 6 days, 12 signs. I throw them up on TikTok and YouTube. It saves energy. And I think it's going to drop TikTok, because I've got these other things going on. And it's just, I feel overwhelmed. I can't get I need to study. There's like a lot of study I gotta do, and I'm researching this chart of the Pluto return. I'm not a mundane astrologer, so it's just like another word I keep hearing for me personally. Maybe you're feeling it too. It's overwhelmed. And it's Saturn's in my 6th house. What is that? That's getting it together, figuring it out, cutting things out, organizing, and I gotta meditate. When I'm done here, that's kind of on my mind, because I meditate by the sun comes through the window. Kind of not real sunny this morning. Thank God, I was reading be in trouble. But nevertheless, so, even that's like, a stressor. And then, I got to get on with other readings and other things and all that. So you might be feeling that. But it's just it's a time where I think we're probably going to have that energy. We're rising. Our energy's rising to meet whatever challenge is there, right? The trouble for us is in Taurus, where it's in conjuncts, at angle of 150 degrees, and the nodes are there, and that's a real challenge. So really understand that in your chart. It's my 9th house, which is the Sag house, ruled by Jupiter, about belief systems a lot, right? And foreign lands. I'm in a foreign land. I'm learning Spanish, learning a new culture. So see, I got to study some Spanish today, because I'm going to be living here. I told my girls to speak English. This is not your job to learn English. It's my job to learn Spanish. From the get-go. I wanted to Mexican girlfriend to speak Spanish, because I knew I would learn Spanish, and plus she's the one. Came to me in a dream. It was a lot, but that's the kind of thing. 7 of Cups is really speaking to me in this reading. But all that energy, shoot, you've got Venus just tomorrow. I think Venus meets Uranus. Okay, look at where that is in your chart. This is huge, important energy. If you're single, this is a love reading, could speak really to that. Something could pop. It could be could be a problem for us because it's that quincunx, okay? This Venus conjunct Uranus, I'm not going to lie to you, it's potentially could be a problem coming up today, tomorrow, the next day. Venus moving pretty fast, but to Uranus, this is, I kind of think that what I'm seeing with this Page of Swords might be what's coming. And actually the Three of Swords, which is reversed, guys. I should have said that at the beginning. If you're freaking out about this Three of Swords, it's reversed. It's got a really good meaning. Really good meaning. This, I think, has a good meaning. But this could be tough. This could be tough. That's that. I think this is the Uranus-Venus thing at 16 degrees, okay, Taurus. So let me begin the reading. You're coming in, your energy around love, romance, and relationship, very possibly around this relationship if you're involved in one, if you have someone on your mind. Keep in mind, if you're single, this could be predictive. And this person, the World, which is a Saturn card, think about that Saturn I just spoke about, that sextile. Sextile is your learning energy. And when you got Saturn involved, that's big time, 25 to 18 degrees Aquarius, wherever that aspects you. By house now is where we need to pick up why I'm studying. Okay, why I'm studying. It's my sixth house. It's where we need to learn and why I'm changing things around and getting my routine together and trying to get my arms really around because mutable fire is hard. You know, we're not Capricorn unless we have lucky enough to have personal planets. But, you know, so that's what this is. It's energy. With this sextile, it's something, particularly with Saturn, that you're going to have to do that involves a discipline, structure, building, that kind of thing. But with this sextile, it means it won't be that hard. Like once you make up your mind to lose the weight, exercise, change your daily routine, take that class you've been putting off, deal with that shadow work that you didn't want to deal with, like really deal with it, not just bullshit deal with it, you know. All of a sudden, with a sextile to Saturn, Saturn becomes your best fucking friend, guys. And he helps you, you know, do what you need to do. So here's Saturn coming in, possibly this Capricorn personality, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the World. The World card is incredibly positive. This is this kind of the energy. I want to almost go back to like a higher self reading. So just think about the higher self and intuit this, okay? If this is your higher self, holy shit, I'll kind of read that in. But if not, then this is a person that bringing you fantastic energy. This is a person who has kind of mastered life. They've got that Saturn. You know, you have to give unto Caesar what is Caesar, and that's Saturn. Meaning you have to, you know, be structured. You have to be disciplined. You have to put roots down in order to be a spiritual person and to move into that Neptune energy. This could be Neptune too, that square to us over there, 25 Pisces. And, you know, be that really spiritual person. Because if you don't, you get lost, you get hammered. There could be drug addictions at the lowest vibrations, you know, or just like false spirituality at the higher vibrations. And, you know, the last sin, the spiritual arrogance, you know, you don't want that. But this person coming in, I see for you, I got the word grounding, grounding, grounding. This person is grounded. You will see it in the way that they move, okay? The way that they talk. They don't talk fast. They talk calmly. They move calmly. Their actions are like a Zen master in the way they move. You might just be in a little awe of them. And when they're around, they bring this energy that fits you very well. Coming in with the Empress card is so freaking powerful. It does speak to that Taurus energy. When you have difficult energy of this quincunx, look at it as an opportunity to grow and overcome. We never grow spiritually when everything is easy, when we're challenged. And if you're coming in with the Empress energy, because I'm damn well taking it up in my hands, and you know I have Pluto opposite the Moon, and I'm just submitted, and I'm just it brings out all the shadow stuff. You don't even try to hide from yourself. I mean, it's coming out. But this is the Empress energy. This is really getting strong, being peaceful, and having that sense of peace. I've realized, guys, that when you have peace, you kind of don't need anything else. You could just about be living in a trash can, but if you genuinely have peace, it's okay. You know, not promoting living in a trash can. Really, I think with this being the overall energy, it's like this might be work that's all going, kind of almost already be done. I hate to go there, but Underneath is the Wheel of Fortune. That's our Jupiter card. Underneath that, look at this now. You have, dear God, thank you, Spirit. I'm just reading these off the hook. So you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the Magician. When you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, you can do anything. You can levitate or some shit like that. I mean, really. And also, I'd really look for opportunities with the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. That in Sag, this is our ballywag. This is what we're good at. This is like that little opportunity that comes along, and a lot of the other signs are like, I don't know. And you're like, got it, claim it, right? And on it. And that's why Sagittarius fucking succeed. They say, well, the Sagittarius is the luckiest sign in the zodiac. Well, you know why we're lucky? Because every time we get knocked down, we brush ourselves off. It doesn't usually take all that long. And we get up and we get back on it. And we come up with another scheme. We come up with a new direction. And with enthusiasm and optimism often that baffles people or makes us make, sometimes they think, well, what's wrong with, why isn't this person down in the dirt crying for 2 years over that shit, that terrible relationship? Because we're Sagittarius, man. We got time for that. This is what we can do. Just super positive reading. Now you're coming in, this is your energy towards them with the Queen of Wands, and that's the energy towards them as this Ace of Swords, this Page of Swords. I'll get to that, but let's go with you guys first here, because underneath this is the advice from Spirit, okay? And this is the advice from Spirit for how to best interact in this relationship. Now, if this is relationship with your higher self, think about that. But if this is a relationship with this person who appeals to your higher self, who is grounded, who is very good for you, who's Sagittarius, you need to listen and pay attention and just watch this person, study this person. This person is a gift in your life. They're bringing in a stability that's really good for you. It doesn't mean you can't leap and take that chance. It means when you leap and take the chance, you do it from a really strong stance. It's like in athletics, If you have that strong stance and you're prepared and you're at the, getting ready to take off, you get out of the, blocks quick and you get the jump on everybody else. You maybe win the race, but it's all, but why? Because you had the right stance. You were prepared. You were grounded, right? So now, then that's you. This is you, Queen of Wands. This is us, our glow up, feeling strong, feeling assertive, feeling outgoing, outspoken, saying what we know, knowing what we know, believing what we know, saying what we know, being real. This is super duper alignment. And the advice from Spirit being in the King of Wands, okay, that like doubles down on it. The advice here, and this is not a male-female thing, forget that, but divine masculine and divine feminine, this is a credible balance. And it's a balance that's like a powerful engine. That's Mars energy. Mars is always the engine. Look at Mars in your chart. It's at 10 degrees Sag for me. What is your sign? What is the house particularly? What is it aspecting? How does Mars work? Because Mars is not only the will, and it's not only fucking and fighting, it's, drive and how we best can take action in our lives to drive ourselves forward. It's the engine. And so this is saying like, just double down. It's like you've got a stability, you've got a peace about you. It's time to it's like flame on, baby, flame on. My advice, I did a poem not too long ago. I said, just burn, man, just burn. And if people don't dig your fire, they can get the fuck back. They can get the fuck back from your fire if they don't dig it. But just don't stop burning because they don't dig your fire. Just keep burning. This is like, oh, you don't dig my fire? I'm going to flame up even higher. That's all that's about. And it's really beautiful. It's also about trusting yourself, knowing that you're in alignment. Don't second guess. Don't hesitate. Again, go to the sports analogy. A hesitation in sports is death. That's why Aries is so known for sports. Aries is instinctive. Aries doesn't hesitate. Remember, we're trying to Mars in Aries. That's that go for it, okay? Aries succeeds because their instincts are good, If you had like a great race of all the signs, Aries would win, because while the Virgo's there studying the best way to go, Aries would already complete the first three things and be on to the fourth one, They don't need to stop and think. They just look and go, go that way, do that. And, if they're operating at a high level, if they're grounded Aries, they're going to succeed. And it's crazy. Like, it's like they don't need to hesitate for a second, And Sag is usually right behind them, I say with Aries is the energy of squirrel, and they're already out. They're sitting at a table having a drink, and it's like, an Aries sees someone across the room or something street, and you're taking a sip, looking down. When you look up there, there's no one there. They're gone. And Sag is exactly the same energy, and only with us, it's like, give me a sec, babe, and you go. And so your person knows you went, but it's like you're right behind them, right behind them. That's why we get along. We're sister signs, okay? So now your person's coming in, or this is your higher self coming in. This is a download. This is a message. You must pay attention to this, whatever it is, Sag. God damn it, we'll clarify it. Let's see. Here. Page of Pentacles. This is a solid message with that. Come on, guys. We're clarifying the Page of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. This message is solid as fuck. It's coming from this solid, grounded person. If it's not a person, it's your higher self. It's coming from a solid, grounded space. If your voices say, you were shut down for your own good, do not resist, then do not resist. But I don't think it's going to be that kind of message. Could be a little hard. Could be about this Uranus energy, this Venus and hitting Uranus up there at 16 degrees Taurus, guys, because here's Earth energy here. This could be Taurus. Wow, I really need to pay attention to this. It's going to be something that comes in. Could be a download. You could wake up with a dream. You could be just stepping off the curb on the street and go kapow, and you get this realization. It could be a thought in your head. It could be a voice. It could just be this reading. It could be this reading. I'm going to blow my own horn, but it could very well be this reading. And this could be coming from your higher self, or it could be coming from your person. So could be a little hard. This is where they say, honey, you tend to be too rash and, kind of hurtful in your speech. I mean, you can think a second. Whatever it is, you want to take it to heart and take it to advice. Because I'm talking about Venus and Uranus. That's where Venus and Uranus. If you have Venus conjunct Uranus in the chart, they are people that's going to be kind of harsh often and quick and, in what they want. And it could even be kind of selfish in terms of your... Venus is what we desire, what we want, so, that kind of thing. But just an example, could be anything, but it's going to be a word, a thought. It's going to be very important. And now, advice from Spirit, again, for how this person to best interact with you. And by the way, guys, I'd love for you to share this reading if you have a person that just engender communication. I mean, obviously, if it resonates. But the fact that this is reversed, if it's a person that is telling them that this Sag is true, there needs to be a talk with you. There is a talk, like they're telling you something. And what it's going to do is put them in alignment with you, I believe. And I think what they need to understand is probably they're being triggered by something you do. The fact that, too, that Page of Pentacles came up, they are pointing out something to you that's important. Could be a cornerstone. Could be a little thing that they say, a little tweak. Like on YouTube, it could be, hashtag a different word, and all of a sudden your videos blow up of your creator, and you just didn't see it. And they come in and say, hey, why don't you consider this? It's trending, and boom. All right, that's an example. It's some little tweak that is a little thing on the surface, but it explodes in your mind, kapow, and it just all of a sudden it makes a huge difference in your life. And I think what they need to understand is if it's a person that is the cycle, this is a cycle here, they've ended a cycle, they've grown. This relationship with you is going to be different than their others because they are different. They have moved up to the world, they have attained the world, so now they're not drawing in these bullshit relationships probably that they had. That's what this is in reverse. And it's a reassurance for them. You take this to the bank. Take this is advice from Spirit. I always say, don't necessarily trust myself or other people, and never, ever trust the fucking government. I'm going to get t-shirts and start selling them with this on it. I'm working on it because I'm going to get one for myself. I don't necessarily trust myself or others. I never trust the fucking government, but I always trust Spirit, and this is Spirit. Take this to the bank. Now, this is advice from Spirit and the most important card in this 8-card reading. And one of the things on my mind, I want to do a how-to read the heart spread, instructional video where I take a bit. But now, so the Two of Pentacles. And I really don't think this here is about a choice. This is not a choice. If you see particularly this card, he's balancing, right? He's on one leg. He's balancing these two. It's all about balance. And remember, you had that Page of Pentacles. So what's going to happen, this person's going to come in here and they're going to hit you with this little thing, or your higher self, that download, stepping off the curb, and it's going to be just what you need to bring real balance, possibly to this Taurus energy up there. The nodes are up there, you know, and it's going to be just what you need to get you into this world energy, guys, because you're already the Empress. The Empress is, by the way, the first and second cards hugely important in this read, and they're so compatible. This relationship's so compatible, and you're both high functioning people. It's just absolutely a gorgeous read, and if it's your higher self, it means, guys, good job, good job. You're doing it. You're just doing it. Everything's clicking. You got everything in line. You need just one little piece. This is a little piece. This is a little thing, but importante, muy importante thing. And it's just going to put you, you know, this is exactly what I've been talking about. Like, I feel overwhelmed. And it's like, you know, getting up, and I'm doing my reading early now, and I'm not, you know, fucking off so much as I was. And you know, I get to it kind of right away. As soon as I get coffee, I start pounding out some writing, getting that done. And so getting your routine in order, you know, doing whatever it is that you have to do that makes you healthy and strong, whether it's you're meditating, you're doing your exercise, you know, just spending time with your relationship if you need to do that, and doing your soul work or spiritual work, you're doing that, and doing your yoga, whatever it is, and you're in a balance. But it takes effort. He's really focused here, guys. He's really focused. And he's standing on one leg and balancing at the same time, these two pentacles, and he's focusing on it, see? So this is going to be bringing things really into grounding and focus and alignment. And the Seven of Cups here, it's that sense of overwhelming, and, you know, that I think is important. And I think, like we clarified with the Page of Pentacles, and now I'm going to clarify the outcome card, the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, with the Seven of Wands. Look at this, guys. Look at the Seven of Wands. This is the righteous defense of the castle. So what this is that suddenly this person, your higher self, this message is going to come in. I'm telling you, it's going to end all the negative stuff. If this is like not a person, it's your higher self read, then this reverse Three of Swords means all of this shit is going to go kapow. It's like disappear. It's like the darkness is going to disappear with someone simply flicking on a switch and putting lights on. And you're going to be like, holy shit, you mean to tell me there was a switch I could have flicked on? And all the darkness went away? And that switch is going to be whatever this is, guys. But if it's a person, then the two of you are going to end up doing this together. And what this is with the Seven of Cups is just a blowout. And look, see how you kind of got the sun coming up back here, and this rays of the sun. There's a mushroom there. Check out this channel. Go back and look. I did an hour-long video about my own experiences with magic mushrooms. Changed my life forever. Saved my life. Thank you, Terrence McKenna, Food of the Gods. Man saved my life from the grave. Love that man. So, you know, this is like all kind of options. And you're just kind of going, oh my God, because somebody turned the fucking light on. And all of a sudden now you can see. You were dark before. You said, what the hell is going on? You're groping around, and you mean, what the hell is that? I don't know. And now it's like you're looking around going, holy shit, there's a whole world out here of opportunity and love, and it's open and heart opening. It's beautiful, you know? And by the Seven of Wands to the Seven of Cups, you know, and remember, you're coming in. You're prepared for this with all these wands. You are the soldier. You are righteously defending the castle. You know, you're going to have to take actions, you know, maybe 7 actions, you know, to bring this all into alignment. And, you know, it could be actions against taking actions, boundaries, a lot about boundaries. Seven of Wands. Sevens are patterns too. I see patterns, life patterns. So, you know, I see this as a couple. If you end up as a couple, what's going to happen is you're going to be like telling your friends, oh my God, we're going to start this, we're going to buy property in the Ozarks, man, and build a place there and start our victory garden, you know, so we don't starve to death in the next year, right, from all this nonsense, or something like that, you know. And the people around you are all like, are you out of your minds? And you're just like beating them down, you know, defending your castle together. So there's some kind of assault against the relationship. There's people possibly on both sides or one side that are kind of maybe a little bit against you, or are testing you. And then you as a couple would be strong together. And in order to manifest your dreams, this is like options opening up, dreams opening up. You know, you would be willing to take actions. This is also taking actions. Cashing in the 401k. Just giving examples. Selling everything so that you can, remember I said you're going to take this chance, right? You're bold, you're grounded, you're on it. And, you know, maybe this opportunity, this could be an opportunity too, comes along. And it's a challenge, you know, and you're going to realize all this shit in the past is gone. You don't have to worry about this again. You're out of the cycle of the pain and the bullshit and whatever it was, relationship and stuff. And but so it's time to take action. It's really time to take action. And you know, this is doing what needs to be done and being brave. And you want to keep it vibing high. You don't want to look at it as beating a brother to death, you know, but you may have to put some people down. You might have to say, hey, listen, you don't get to talk to me like that. That's an action, okay? I don't know where you get off thinking you can talk to me like that, but I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm a grown-ass man. You will not talk to me like that, you know, to your spouse, to your parents, to your friends, to your workplace, you know, taking action there and asserting yourself. It's time for it, guys. Our energy's there. I think you guys here in this reading, please leave me a comment, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Energy's picking up for my channel. We're over that 1,000. I'm going to start doing live readings soon. I'm not ready yet, but I've really been looking forward to that. And now it's here. I got some technical things, and I want to do it right. And I really love the hope. Like, I do a live reading. I hope someone shows up. Number one, that's because I've had the ego has been crushed, you know, and that's part of my journey. I'm starting to realize that now. So I'm just head down, respect, and just going to do my job and focus on my job. And I'm going to, you know, let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to rail against it, guys. But that's part of it with when I do the lives, going to do right, be prepared. It's going to be a little hard for me. I'm clairaudient. I'm always listening to my own mind. I'm a little concerned about if I try to start interacting with people, which I really want to do. And I'm pretty good at juggling a Gemini Midheaven and doing two things at once, but I've never done that with this. And this is different. Taurus in my 9th house. It's a lot of focus for me. And so I just don't know. I just got to do it, you know. But, you know, I've done, you can look at my channel. I might be at 1,500 reads I put up over a year and a half. Because I did 5 reads a day for a long time. I do like 2 or 3 now. I'm just set way down, you know. But I don't think I'm going to go back up to that level. I was doing 2.5 hours of readings every day, plus the uploads. It's like 10 or 12 hours of work every day. So, but I think I'll be working smarter and doing better reads, I hope. Let me know, guys. I love you. I love my Saggies. I might go all Sag. You know, the channel is not doing great, to be honest with you. So it's sort of like gives me a lot of freedom. And now I'm just doing what I want with it. You know, I'm doing more of the astrology. I'm still going to do the tarot. I'm going to do what I want to. That's Aries energy. That's Aries trying us. I'm going to do it. That's 7 of Wands. I don't care what you fucking think. I'm going to do what I want to. It's my life. All right. Love you guys.